How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Why the INFJ personality type attracts narcissists. That's the title of this video. The INFJ personality type, which is referred to as the advocate or the counselor, is the rarest personality type in the Myers-Briggs type indicator, MBTI. These people are deeply empathetic, idealistic, and introspective, making them incredibly sensitive to the needs and emotions of others. This unique combination of traits makes INFJs highly attractive to narcissists, who often seek out people who can fulfill the emotional and psychological needs. So in this video, I'm going to give you ways narcissists are attracted or drawn to the INFJ personality type. Number one, empathy and compassion. INFJs are known for their high level of empathy and compassion. They have an innate ability to understand and connect with others' emotions, often to the point of taking on the feelings of others as their own. Narcissists, on the other hand, lack true empathy, and they are often looking for someone who will absorb their emotional demands without pushing back. This makes the INFJ a perfect target. The other thing that makes narcissists drawn to the INFJ personality type is the INFJ's strong desire to help others. INFJ have an overwhelming desire to help and heal those around them. This trait is often grounded in their deep sense of purpose and their belief that they can make the world a better place. Narcissists, who are generally self-centered and unable to provide the emotional support that others need, are drawn to people who will help them. INFJ are seen as potential sources of validation, which is exactly what narcissists crave. Now, narcissists are attracted or drawn to INFJ because of the INFJ willingness to sacrifice. INFJ have a tendency to sacrifice their own well-being for the sake of others. Whether in relationships or friendships, they often prioritize others' needs above their own. Narcissists, who are often indifferent to the needs of others, exploit this willingness to sacrifice. They take advantage of the INFJ's tendency to give endlessly without reciprocating the same level of care. The other thing that makes narcissists attracted to INFJ is unconditional acceptance. INFJs typically offer unconditional acceptance and understanding. They create an atmosphere of safety where others feel they can open up without fear of judgment. Narcissists, who often crave validation and admiration, are attracted to this acceptance because it feeds their inflated self-image. The INFJ's non-judgmental nature makes them an ideal source of narcissistic supply. INFJ tend to be idealistic, holding on to high standards for themselves and others. They often see the best in people, which can make them vulnerable to manipulation. Narcissists, who thrive on the admiration and adoration of others, are drawn to the INFJ's tendency to idealize them, feeding into the narcissist's delusion of grandeur. The other reason why narcissists get attracted to INFJs is because of the INFJ intuition and perceptiveness. INFJs have a strong intuitive sense that allows them to understand others deeply, often without the person having to express their feelings verbally. This makes INFJs highly attuned to the needs and desires of narcissists, who may try to manipulate situations without directly saying so. Narcissists see INFJs as easy targets because they are able to read between the lines and discern hidden motives. Now, the other reason why narcissists are drawn to INFJs is because of sensitivity to criticism of the INFJ. INFJs are highly sensitive. They can be easily hurt by criticism or rejection. Narcissists often prey on this vulnerability, using emotional manipulation to control the INFJ. A narcissist can feed off an INFJ sensitivity, creating an unhealthy dynamic where the INFJ feels responsible for the narcissist's feelings, and the narcissist gains power by exploiting this sensitivity. The other reason why narcissists are drawn to INFJ is because of their need for approval. INFJ While inwardly confident, they often seek approval from others, particularly in close relationships. Narcissists exploit this need for validation by offering sporadic praise or affection, keeping the INFJ hooked. The narcissist's ability to give just enough positive reinforcement creates a cycle where the INFJ is constantly seeking more approval, leading to a one-sided relationship. INFJ are known for their deep desire to connect with others on a meaningful level. They often crave authentic and profound relationships where both parties can be open and vulnerable. Narcissists often lack the capacity for such connections, take advantage of the INFJ's longing for closeness. They might pretend to offer emotional depth while using the INFJ vulnerability for their own gain. INFJ can struggle with setting clear boundaries, especially when it comes to people they care about. Narcissists who tend to disregard the needs and limits of others exploit this lack of boundaries. The INFJ may find it difficult to set boundaries to assert themselves, allowing the narcissist to take advantage of their time, energy, and resources. The other reason why narcissists are drawn to INFJ is because of the admiration for the narcissist's charisma. Narcissists are charming, very charming, and charismatic people, and this can draw in individuals, especially the INFJs. The INFJ may be initially captivated by the narcissist's confidence and self-assurance. The narcissist's ability to present themselves as a high-value person makes them appealing to the INFJ, who values authenticity and meaningful connections despite the narcissist's superficial nature. INFJ have peace, or they value peace and harmony in their relationships. They are reluctant to engage in conflict and will go to great lengths to avoid it. Narcissists exploit this desire for harmony, knowing that the INFJ will often overlook their toxic behavior in the interest of keeping the peace. The narcissist may manipulate situations to provoke conflict or emotional turmoil, knowing that the INFJ will absorb the fallout to maintain a sense of equilibrium. The INFJ have this tendency to stay in dysfunctional relationships. They struggle to leave dysfunctional relationships because they are so deeply invested in helping others. This characteristic can make them easy targets for narcissists who thrive in relationships where they can manipulate and control their partner. The INFJ's persistence and sense of duty make them susceptible to staying in unhealthy relationships longer than they should. The other reason why narcissists are drawn to INFJs is because INFJs are deeply emotional and introspective people, which makes them process their feelings on a profound level. In short, they have emotional depth and complexity. Narcissists, however, are generally superficial and they are only concerned with their own emotional needs. The emotional depth of the INFJ can be intoxicating to a narcissist who craves constant admiration and attention. But it also means that the INFJ's emotions can be manipulated and used to serve the narcissist agenda. The INFJs have this desire for meaningful relationships. They avoid superficial connections and they crave relationships with genuine emotional depth. Narcissists can fake a deep connection long enough to manipulate the INFJ, who will see through the facade if they feel safe enough. However, the narcissist's ability to mirror the INFJ values and ideals for a short time is enough to hook them into a toxic relationship. Now, narcissists are drawn to INFJs because of the idealizing because of INFJ idealizing the narcissist. INFJs have a tendency to idealize people, especially those they care about. They believe in the potential for growth and change, and this can cause them to overlook flaws in others. Narcissists thrive in relationships with INFJ because the INFJ will often overlook their selfishness, manipulativeness, and lack of empathy, seeing only the good in them. This enables the narcissist to continue their destructive behavior without consequence. Narcissists are skilled at love bombing, a technique where they overwhelm the INFJ with affection, attention, and praise at the beginning of the relationship. This tactic makes the INFJ feel special and deeply connected to the narcissist. The narcissist's initial charm can keep the INFJ hooked, even when the relationship becomes abusive or unbalanced later on. INFJs can sometimes neglect their own needs in the service of others. They often place others' happiness and well-being before their own. Narcissists recognize this trait and they use it to their advantage. By taking up the INFJ's time and energy, they deplete the INFJ emotionally, while simultaneously benefiting from their emotional labor without giving anything in return. Narcissists are drawn to INFJs because INFJs have this feeling of being needed. Narcissists crave admiration, but they also crave a sense of being needed. Now, this feeling of narcissists being needed makes them drawn to INFJs. INFJs, with their nurturing nature, often give the narcissist the sense that they are irreplaceable and indispensable. This dynamic allows the narcissist to maintain control over the relationship, while the INFJ continues to provide the emotional support and validation the narcissist requires to feel superior. Now, narcissists have this fear of abandonment. And INFJs also fear being abandoned, which makes it hard for them to let go of toxic relationships. Narcissists are aware of this fear that INFJs have, and they may use it also to their advantage. By manipulating the INFJ's fear of abandonment, they can keep the INFJ emotionally hooked, making it difficult for them to break free from the cycle of manipulation, self-sacrifice, and emotional abuse. So in conclusion, the INFJ personality types deep empathy, compassion, and idealism make them a prime target for narcissists seeking emotional validation and control. The INFJ's willingness to sacrifice for others, desire for deep connections, and tendency to overlook flaws can make them susceptible to exploitation by narcissists. So understanding these dynamics is very important for INFJs in recognizing and protecting themselves from toxic relationships that can drain their energy and self-worth. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video widely. Remember, knowledge is power, information is power, and learning is the superpower. I love you all to the moon and back. God bless you. Catch you later in the next video.